In the age of artificial intelligence, where machines can compose symphonies, telescopes can peer 13 billion years into the past, and surgeons can literally swap out a human heart, millions of people still start their day by checking their horoscope? I mean, seriously? The universe is 93 billion light years wide, but you think it's rearranging galaxies to warn you about a bad Tinder date? And yet, astrology hasn't just survived, it's thriving. On TikTok, the hashtag tarot reading has over 10 billion views. Entire communities are glued to daily star sign updates, while crystal shops make bank selling what are basically glorified rocks. Meanwhile, Mercury retrograde has become the ultimate scapegoat. Missed your flight? Mercury retrograde. Texted your ex? Mercury retrograde. Dropped your phone in the toilet? Obviously, Mercury retrograde. But here's the kicker. None of this is fringe anymore. We're not talking about a few hippies with dream catchers in the 1970s. Today, it's mainstream. Influencers, celebrities, even your coworker Karen with the Live, Laugh, Love mug, everyone's posting their signs and sharing tarot spreads. And it's not just women or the spiritual crowd. Astrology apps have millions of downloads. Tarot readings get live stream audiences bigger than some TV shows, and entire meme pages revolve around roasting people by zodiac sign. So the question is, why? Why, in an era of quantum physics and space exploration, are ancient superstitions making a comeback with Gen Z and millennials? Why do horoscopes and tarot, which are basically fortune cookies with better branding, still have such a grip on modern culture? Maybe it's harmless entertainment. Maybe it's psychology. Maybe it's something deeper, a need for comfort, meaning, and a sense of control in a chaotic world. But whatever it is, horoscopes and tarot aren't going anywhere. In fact, they're hotter than ever. So buckle up. Because today, we're diving into why billions of people are still convinced that the stars, the cards, and the vibes of the universe are secretly running their lives. Spoiler, the answer has less to do with the cosmos and a lot more to do with the human brain. Let's be honest, horoscopes are the ultimate survivors. They've been around for thousands of years, sneaking through every era like that one awkward guest who never leaves the party. In the 20th century, they were chillin' in the back pages of newspapers, right next to the crossword puzzle. People would grab their morning coffee, read about world wars or stock markets, and then quietly check whether Venus was going to bless their love life. But in the age of the internet, horoscopes didn't die. They mutated. Now they live on Instagram stories, TikTok reels, and personalized apps that ping your phone at 9 a.m. with cosmic notifications. Don't start arguments today. Mercury is cranky. Suddenly, astrology isn't some dusty tradition. It's interactive, mobile, meme-friendly. Basically, horoscopes got a glow up. And then there's tarot. Once upon a time, tarot cards were the mysterious hobby of fortune tellers in dark velvet rooms. Today, it's mainstream content. TikTok and YouTube are overflowing with creators shuffling decks, whispering, "If this video found you, this message is meant for you." Cue the dramatic reveal. The Lover's card. True love is coming. Thousands of people tune in, treating tarot like discount therapy, a way to feel seen, guided, and entertained, all without leaving your couch. Shuffle, pull, boom, instant cosmic advice. Crystals have had their comeback too. Forget geology class. Now every quartz or amethyst is marketed as a battery pack for your soul. Bad vibes? Grab some obsidian. Want money? Citrine. Love life dead? Rose quartz. Whole stores make a fortune selling what is essentially shiny rocks with good PR. And honestly, it works because humans love objects that feel magical. It's Pokemon for adults, but with chakras. And let's not forget the crown jewel of modern superstition, Mercury retrograde. This one's become the ultimate meme excuse for everything going wrong. Wi-Fi is down? Retrograde. Ex still texting? Retrograde. Cat threw up on your laptop? Retrograde. It's astrology's version of the dog ate my homework, except now it trends every few months like a seasonal Netflix release. So what's happening here? Horoscopes, tarot, crystals, they're not just spiritual tools anymore. They've become entertainment, self-expression, and in some ways, fashion. They're aesthetics. People wear zodiac necklaces, decorate their apartments with crystal grids, and share memes roasting Scorpios for being emotionally intense. It's not just belief, it's identity. Saying I'm such a Virgo is basically modern small talk, right up there with complaining about the weather. In other words, astrology isn't just surviving, it's thriving because it reinvented itself for the 21st century. It's digital, it's viral, it's aesthetic. And while the universe probably doesn't care about your star sign, Instagram definitely does. But here's the deeper twist. This stuff isn't just popular because it's fun. It's popular because our brains love it. And that's where the psychology comes in. Okay, so why do our hypermodern brains still eat this stuff up? The short answer? Because your brain is a sucker for comfort food. And horoscopes, tarot, cosmic vibes, they're like spiritual French fries, salty, crispy, and impossible to resist. Let's start with the Barnum effect. Back in the 1940s, psychologist Bertram Forer gave his students personality descriptions. Everyone thought theirs was super accurate. Like, wow, this is so me. But here's the trick. They all got the exact same text. You have a great need for other people to like and admire you. Sometimes you're critical of yourself. You have unused capacity that you haven't turned to your advantage. Shocker, that could literally apply to anyone. That's astrology in a nutshell. Tell someone you're a sensitive soul, but you also crave independence. And boom, they'll nod like you've just read their diary. Our brains are desperate to find meaning, so vague statements feel profound. It's like fortune cookies, but with prettier packaging. Next up, confirmation bias. This is our brain's way of playing favorites. If your horoscope says you'll have a lucky day, and then you find $1 on the sidewalk, you'll remember it forever. If nothing happens, you shrug and forget. Same with tarot. Pull the Tower card before a bad week, and you'll swear the cards knew all along. We filter reality to fit the prophecy. And let's not forget, the brain is a pattern-hunting machine. Evolution wired us to spot connections. That rustle in the bushes means predator, because it kept our ancestors alive. But that same wiring also makes us see cosmic patterns where there aren't any. A retrograde planet? Clearly that explains your breakup. 2 cards with cups must be a sign about love. Your brain doesn't care if it's real, it just wants the story to make sense. Here's the thing, humans hate uncertainty. Life is messy, chaotic, unpredictable. So when a horoscope tells you this month is about growth and reflection, or tarot promises love is coming, it soothes your anxiety. You feel like someone or something has a plan. It's like emotional bubble wrap for your soul. Now imagine it like this. Horoscopes are fast food for the mind. They're quick, tasty, and give you a little dopamine hit, even if they're not exactly nutritious. Tarot? That's like a Netflix series for your brain. It's full of drama, suspense, and cliffhangers. What will the next card reveal? And cosmic energy? That's the deluxe package. It's like subscribing to the universe's Spotify playlist, except every track is just good vibes only. And here's the plot twist. It's not all bad. Studies show that believing in astrology or tarot can actually reduce stress, boost confidence, and help people feel less alone. Sure, it's a placebo, but placebos can be powerful. If your crystal makes you feel braver at a job interview, or your daily horoscope motivates you to take a risk, that belief had a real effect. So the psychology isn't about gullible people being dumb. It's about normal brains doing what they've always done, searching for meaning, grabbing onto patterns, and finding comfort wherever they can. In a way, horoscopes and tarot are just mental coping mechanisms, cheap, accessible therapy with prettier packaging. But psychology alone doesn't explain the scale of this boom, because it's not just individual brains, it's the culture we live in, and that's where things get even more interesting. So we've got the psychology part down. The brain loves patterns, comfort, and meaning. But let's zoom out. Why is modern culture such fertile ground for horoscopes, tarot, and all this cosmic stuff? First, the decline of traditional religion. For centuries, churches, temples, and mosques gave people their answers about fate, morality, and destiny. But in much of the West, religious affiliation has plummeted. Gen Z is the least religious generation in history. Yet, the need for ritual and meaning didn't vanish. People didn't stop asking, why am I here? Or what's my purpose? They just swapped priests for star charts. Astrology is like a soft religion. You still get community, rituals, and comforting narratives, but without the heavy rules. Second, stress. Modern life is basically a boss battle stacked against you. Student debt, climate change, unstable jobs, mental health crises. It's a lot. So, of course, people turn to tarot readings and crystals. They offer a sense of control in a chaotic world. Pull a card, and suddenly your struggles aren't random. They're part of a cosmic storyline. Mercury isn't just ruining your Wi-Fi, it's giving you a spiritual challenge. Translation, the universe sees you, bro. Third, loneliness. We are paradoxically the most connected and the most isolated generation ever. Social media means you can talk to anyone at any time, but surveys show Gen Z and millennials are lonelier than ever. Enter online astrology communities. Suddenly, you're not alone. You're part of a tribe. Virgo memes, Scorpio roast threads, live tarot on TikTok at 3 a.m. That's digital campfire bonding. Sharing your sign is basically the new handshake. And here's the kicker. Astrology fits perfectly with internet culture. It's bite-sized, visual, and meme-ready. Nobody's sharing long theological essays on Instagram, but they will absolutely repost a zodiac meme dragging Leos for being drama queens. Astrology is social glue. It gives people quick identities. I'm such a Capricorn, and lets strangers connect instantly. You don't even need to know someone's last name, just their star sign. That's social shorthand at its finest. Plus, cosmic language has become cultural currency. Saying Mercury retrograde is like an inside joke everyone gets, even if they don't believe in it. It's a convenient scapegoat. Late to work? Blame the planets. Break up? Blame the stars. Forgot to water your plants? Obviously a Saturn thing. It's a way to laugh at life's chaos together. Now add celebrities and influencers into the mix. When pop stars talk about their signs or lifestyle gurus promote manifestation, it amplifies the trend. Fans follow suit, and suddenly, astrology is fashion, not just philosophy. Jewelry lines, Instagram aesthetics, TikTok challenges, all cosmic coded. Even dating apps now let you filter by zodiac sign, because apparently your moon sign matters more than your resume. And the internet doesn't just spread this stuff, it amplifies it. Algorithms love content that's emotional, entertaining, and easy to share. Guess what astrology is? Exactly that. Scroll your feed and you'll find tarot polls, retrograde memes, and astrology roast videos that rack up millions of likes. It's tailor-made for virality. So when you put it all together, the rise of modern superstition isn't just about gullible individuals, it's about a cultural shift. Religion fades, stress rises, loneliness spreads, and the internet serves you astrology memes on a silver platter. Boom! Suddenly, horoscopes aren't fringe, they're mainstream. In short, cosmic vibes are thriving not just because people believe in them, but because they fit perfectly into the way we live, laugh, and scroll today. And yet, there's one more piece of the puzzle: why people cling to this stuff so tightly, even when they know it's not scientifically real. That's where the psychology of comfort, the placebo effect of belief, takes center stage. All right, let's get brutally honest. Most people know horoscopes and tarot aren't backed by science. Deep down, you realize Jupiter isn't micromanaging your commute. But here's the plot twist: belief doesn't need to be real to be powerful. This is the comfort illusion. Horoscopes, tarot, cosmic energy, they act like emotional painkillers. Life is stressful, unpredictable, and sometimes terrifying. You don't know if you'll ace that exam, land that job, or survive family dinner without drama. So you turn to the stars, or the cards, or that chunk of rose quartz on your desk. And suddenly, it feels like the universe has a plan for you. Even if that plan is just, don't text your ex today.
Think of it like this. Astrology is a placebo, but placebos work. Doctors have known for decades that sugar pills can actually reduce pain if you believe they're medicine. Similarly, a crystal won't magically fix your anxiety, but if it makes you calmer and more confident, the effect is real for you. Your brain doesn't care whether it's chemistry or belief, it just cares that you feel safe. Here's another metaphor. Horoscopes are like Google Maps for your soul. Does it always give you the right route? No. Sometimes it sends you into traffic or down a dead end. But does it give you the comfort of having some direction rather than wandering aimlessly? Absolutely. And that sense of direction is addictive. Tarot readings are the same. They don't predict the future, but they force you to reflect. You pull the Lover's card, and suddenly you're asking, am I happy in my relationship? That introspection is valuable, even if it came from a card printed in bulk. It's less about predicting reality and more about framing your feelings in a way that feels meaningful. Of course, the comfort illusion has a dark side. A daily horoscope is harmless. But what happens when people rely on it for every decision? Should I quit my job? Should I marry this person? Should I spend my savings on crystals instead of rent? When belief becomes dependency, the placebo stops being cute and starts being dangerous. But here's the nuance. Most people don't go that far. For the majority, horoscopes and tarot are just cosmic entertainment, a way to laugh, connect, and ease the chaos of being human. Like emotional bubble wrap, not useful in the long run, but comforting in the moment. So yes, the comfort illusion is powerful. It won't change your destiny, but it can change how you feel about your destiny. And sometimes that's enough. So let's put it all together. Why are horoscopes, tarot, and cosmic energies still thriving in 2025? Because they're more than superstition. They're comfort food for the brain, pattern-filled stories for the anxious mind, and ready-made memes for the lonely internet scroll. They replace religion for some, act as therapy for others, and for many, they're just a fun way to feel connected, whether that's through a crystal haul on TikTok or a late-night tarot live stream. Do they predict the future? No. Do they influence your fate? Also no. But do they make life a little more bearable, a little more entertaining, and a little less lonely? Absolutely. At the end of the day, people don't cling to these things because they're dumb. They cling to them because being human is hard. Life is messy, random, and sometimes painful. And if believing that the universe is sending you signals helps soften the blow, well, that's a trade many are willing to make. But let's not kid ourselves. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, filled with 2 trillion galaxies, exploding stars, and black holes that could swallow our planet whole. And you really think it's sending you secret messages through a piece of cardboard printed in bulk at a factory in China? Bravo, humanity. I'm nutty, smart, a little smug, but way too adorable for you to stay mad at. And I'll see you in the next cosmic chaos you decide to believe in.